and I'm so excited to have some of the contributors of Sacred Redesign here with us today. Hi, ladies. How are you?
Hi, everyone. We're great. Thank you.
Welcome. All right, so we're going to go through. I want you to introduce yourself and tell us where in the world you're joining from. So, Dina, let's start with you.
I'm in South Africa, near Cape Town. And it's a beautiful day here. I'm looking out on the mountains. And if I really stand up, I can see the sea. So I'm very fortunate to enjoy such beautiful surroundings.
Yeah, that's a beautiful combination right there.
Yes, the sea and the mountains. Absolutely.
Yes. Georgina, where are you joining us from?
So I am here in Plymouth in the UK.
Yeah. I'm coming for all you UK people. And Emmy, tell us about where you are.
I'm in Lusaka, Zambia, so Southern Africa.
Wow, Zambia. And
Africans.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, we got you on in the same area here. And then Shayna, tell us where you're joining from.
I'm joining from Long Island, New York. It's not that long.
Yeah.
It's really not.
I love that.
So pretty. Wow, we've got the whole spectrum here. This is awesome to be in one place. So I would love for you to share why you chose the chapter, the story that you did for Sacred Redesign. So everyone had this opportunity, to pick one story as it relates to Sacred Redesign. Why did you pick the story you did? And give us a little teaser. So who would like to go first?
I can go first.
All right, perfect.
So a snippet of my story was a life lesson that I learned from my grandmother just before she passed. And it was such a potent moment I experienced with her when she shared this piece of insight with me. And the piece of insight she shared at the time was kind of, oh yeah, I know that. But over the years, as I've deepened into my own work, I've realized the potency of what she said to me and how my own work has evolved into that insight that she shared, and how it's a message for all of us, and how it's a message for these times. So I really felt called to share that in this book at this time, because I feel we're all on the same page here. We're all desiring some sort of redesign, some sort of sacred redesign. And I feel that this piece of wisdom can help us to do that.
So beautiful. I love this, Georgina. You were able to take something that she gave you, and now you're gifting it to us. And this is the beauty of stories, right? We get to take something that we've received, and then we share it. And somebody else receives it, and then they can share it. Emmy, what about you?
So I share about my journey from believing that my story did not matter or does not matter, and believing that my voice does not matter and is not important, due to early childhood experiences that really made me think that I wasn't worthy of sharing my story, of sharing my voice with the world. And I really share about how I started to heal the kind of wounds that had kept me in a very tight bundle for most of my life, and how I learned to balance the masculine and the feminine energies in my life in a way that allows me to flow and receive and be rather than do all the time, and really step into my power, into my sacred feminine power in a way that now supports thousands of other people as well.
So beautiful. Thank you, Emmy. Dina, what about you?
Wow, it's actually, I don't know if it's the Africa thing, but Emmy and our stories are very similar. I also had a childhood, and for me as well, I longed for a redesign. I longed for that there was something wrong with my life. There was something wrong with me, and how can I fix that? And so for me, it was also to realize that I was good enough. I am good enough as I am. Didn't need anything to add to me. I was born worthy. And that was a great realization for me. and ignited really me to start shining in the world. So yes, I think that is a message for everyone, is that we all have the inherent power to change our lives, that, and I think we have been so conditioned out of it that we are powerless, that we don't have power, that we believe it. Most people believe it. They think, oh, well, this is how it is. But it isn't. We can change it. I also call our childhood as the faulty blueprint that we receive. And it will determine your destiny unless you change it. But you have the power to change it. We all do.
I love this, Dina, because you take something that is personal to you and then you see the universal message, right? And this is the thing with every single one of our stories and our experience. Yes, it is personal to us. Yes, it was about us. And then we realize, oh, but this thread also goes through every single other person. And that is incredible, because it's also how we remember that we're alike and that we're together, and that there isn't an experience that we're alone in.
Exactly.
Shayna.
We're all connected.
Oh, yes, all connected. What about you, Shayna?
I think my grandma greatly impacted me as well. I think for me, sacred redesign was, I was in the medical field for 30 years now, and it was, I didn't want to kick myself for what if I didn't, why if I didn't do this, if I didn't do that. I just had a strong belief that I wanted to follow my mission, my purpose. I think a lot of us, we were dreaming, but I didn't want to be put in society's norm of what I was supposed to do at an hourly job. And I wanted to be happy. I knew I had a message to share with the world, and I just wanted it to come out. Adriana, thank you so much for inviting us into this book. It was absolutely amazing, and for having us here. It's such a quality. I'm just so proud, and thank you. It's about, I think, redesigning our life for our bigger purpose, our mission, what we were meant for. I think we were meant for more than what we were doing prior to our sacred redesign.
So true. Yeah, that's it, right? There's this moment that comes and we realize, like, oh, it's bigger than this. It's about something more than this. It can be so much more expansive than this, so much more joyful than this. So what is your intention for this book? I know that we had discussed this privately, but I felt like the things that came through were so powerful that I would love for you to give voice to it here. So tell us in one or two sentences, what is your intention for this book?
Me?
We'll go around. Go ahead. Whoever's ready, feel free.
Okay, I'm on mic. My intention for this book is, I think we all have voices and we want it to be heard. And in a book, we wanted our message to be heard. I wanted to be heard. I was always shy and timid when I was younger, believe it or not. I want our messages to be heard in other states, other countries, other continents, because I think books can impact so many people. And I want to create a deeper impact, a greater message than, without a book, that a book can do for us. It could spread our voice to other states, countries, and continents, so we can have this huge, massive, instead of a rippling effect, a tidal wave effect.
Beautiful. Dina?
My intention is to really use this message of this book, and not just my story, but all the stories of everyone, because they're all just so absolutely beautiful. And especially with Susan and Martin's body of 9 that is sort of integrated through, thread through. It's so beautiful to use that as a catalyst for people, to remind them to go and read, because you will recognize yourself in there. And you will know that you are not alone, and you will know that you have the power to change.
So true. Georgina?
please.
Okay, there we go.
Thank you. So my intention from this book is, I think in these times, these pivotal times, it's easy for us to feel like we can't do anything. Like, what can one person do to make a difference? And I think that feeling of powerlessness can be really overwhelming, and it can be quite demoralizing as well. So my intention with my chapter and with the book is to show people that we can all do something, because we all have a piece of the jigsaw. Every single one of us on the planet has a piece of the jigsaw. And so if we can claim the power in that piece and do the thing we came here to do, and say the thing we came here to say, and be the woman or the man, the human we came here to be. And if everyone does that, just imagine like can you imagine the compound impact of that choice? So that is my intention with that book, is to remind people that we all have something we can offer and bring at this time.
Absolutely. And each piece is so necessary, like you said. It's important. Emmy?
My intention is to really bring a sense of hope and healing to the world, and to remind everybody that our stories matter, our voices matter. And now more than ever, in these times of transition that Georgina also was talking about, it is more important than ever to really be aligned to our inner truth, and to stand in our power, stand in our courage more than ever, so that we can truly plant the seeds of the new earth and lead the kinds of lives we want to lead, as individuals, as families, as communities, and as the bigger collective. That includes everything that is alive on our planet and beyond.
Yes, that's right. Ladies, I thank you so much for sharing your story and for pouring all of your love and your beautiful intentions into it as we send it out into the entire world. And as you said, Emmy, beyond. I'm honoring you and the courage it takes, because no one really understands what it takes to share a story on a global public platform until you do it. It first requires a huge internal journey and transformation in order to offer a gift through words. So thank you for saying yes. I encourage everyone to go download Sacred Redesign. It is available worldwide on Amazon. And if you would leave us a 5-star review, these ladies absolutely deserve that. So until next time, keep shining your light, keep using your voice. Here's to the Sacred Redesign. Congratulations.